Is this creating a sense of panic that the virus could indeed spread in Beijing?
Well, first off, it's begging a lot of questions. There are many interrogations about this order. Is it a blanket ban? How will it be implemented? Does that mean there's going to be some form of official in front of every building, in front of every apartment, trying to make sure this notice is respected? There's also a question about whether this applies to everyone or what happens to non-residents visiting Beijing, tourists. Are they affected by this as well? Does this concern people returning to Beijing from areas that have not been affected by the virus, some foreign countries, for instance? And also some questions about what this punishment will be exactly. In the notice, it only says that these people will be held accountable under the law. So it's begged a lot of questions, and it obviously adds to the uncertainty at a time when people don't have much else to do but worry, because a lot of people here in Beijing are stuck at home, either because their work has not started yet, or because they have to work remotely because workplaces are still not considered most of the time safe to return to. So it's just going to keep adding to that sense of uncertainty at a time when people are stuck at home.
Charles, given with that sense of uncertainty and in light of these new measures, is there a sense that maybe this crisis is worse than authorities had originally made it out to be?
Well, measures like this, the ones we mentioned just earlier, really conflict with how the authorities are communicating about this outbreak. Because the messaging that's coming out is that the authorities have this, or have a grip on things, are going to be able to rise up to the challenge, and that things will be fine. But then if you look at the measures that are taken, it seems quite drastic. It seems like the situation is on the verge of being out of control. It's important to know that public trust in authorities isn't high, especially right now, because especially after the death of a whistleblower doctor last week, which generated a lot of outrage online here in China. And also the disappearance of at least two citizen journalists who were on the ground reporting about the conditions of the outbreak in Wuhan. So yeah, right now there's a lot of distrust about the official figures. Also worth noting that officially the number of cases outside Hubei has been dropping every day since February 3rd, but health officials have warned that there is a possible rebound because people will gradually be going back to work.
All right. Thanks very much, Charles. Charles